There you go. Oh, you're all dusty. You must have been rolling today. Isn't there? Treats are almost gone. Listen here, piggies. That's it. How tough is Crumb Girl? That's it. That's it. Ooh, you guys are shedding.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, baby girl.
She's like, nope.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Alright, you guys. Well, here I am in Alabama, and this will probably be one of the last, if not the last time you see me filming here in my greenhouse that I never did get the chance to grow anything in. I am here in Alabama finishing up some of the last things that we need to do. Oddly enough, finishing up the things that I had on my to-do list that I wanted to have for my house, and now we're doing them for whoever's going to live here next. I spent the day today painting. Our house is on, I guess you would call it a raised slab, so you can see cinder blocks exposed that are part of the foundation. And I've never liked it. I thought it was kind of ugly, and I always wanted to paint it because I thought it would look better painted. And so that's what I did today, and it does look better. It looks great, actually. And I won't get to enjoy it very long. Did that today. Mr. Smith spent the day with a friend rewiring our livestock trailer and replacing the tires. I had actually ordered them and got them shipped to our place in Arkansas. That was a fiasco, but I'm not going to go into that today. I had them shipped there because we had already forwarded our mail, and I didn't know who was going to be delivering them, and so I just went ahead and had them shipped there, and just brought them back with me. So the livestock trailer's got brand new tires. It's even got a new tire on the spare tire. And just now I was doing a little bit of mowing, which is, it's one of my favorite things to do. I love mowing. I take pleasure from it. I find it relaxing. And sadly enough, there's not going to be a lot of mowing in our Arkansas homestead because it's mostly woods on the side of a mountain. There is a couple areas where there's probably going to be some grass growing. Well, in particular down where Sophie and Amos are in the lower area. But with them having a large portion of that as their primary section, their main area, I doubt it'll grow up a whole lot other than the things that they don't like to eat. So I don't know how much mowing I'll be doing. I'm actually a little sad about that because, you know, I've talked about how, like, my happy place is out on the tractor seat or on the mower seat with my headset on, and I'll have music going. I'll, you know, just spend that time just worshiping and praying, and I've had quite a few revelations on the tractor seat out there while I'm kind of cut off from the world. So I guess I'll just have to replace that quiet time with climbing the mountain and going up there and just enjoying that and having that peaceful spot up there. So I had posted on social media in regards to the storm systems that have been coming through the south. We had, you know, that torrential rain in Arkansas last weekend, which is the weekend I filmed that raging river of a creek there on our property in Arkansas. And really the only issue we had there was just a ton of rain. We didn't have anything really else to be concerned about. This latest round of storms that just came through that dropped those devastating tornadoes in Arkansas and a lot of other places as well. They hit Little Rock and Wynne, Arkansas, I believe it was. In that round of storms, again at the homestead, it was just a storm. Now when that storm system arrived here, it wasn't too bad. We actually didn't get too much rain. We got a little bit, not a ton. But what we did have was probably the most lightning I have ever seen. It woke me up. Of course, it woke the dogs up. I had to give them their CBD treats because two of my dogs completely freak out during storms. And so I got up, gave them their treats, and went back to bed. But as I was about to get into bed, I'm looking out the window and I'm like, it looks like there was 50 strobe lights outside my window. I don't think I had ever seen quite so much constant lightning. I did film just a super short clip of it, and I'll show you that right here. This is not a time lapse or anything like that. This was real-time lightning, and it just went on and on and on and on. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen quite that much lightning with a storm before. It wasn't intense, you know, there wasn't a ton of loud thunder. There was a little bit because, of course, my dogs were freaking out, but just the sheer amount of lightning was kind of remarkable. But other than that, it was really not that big of a deal here. You know, we got up the next morning. We didn't have a ton of mud or anything like that, which was great because this has been, I think this has been the wettest winter we have had here on the homestead. It was just relentless. And I mean, yes, it's a farm, it's a homestead, we're gonna have mud. I mean, that's just part of the deal, right? But it just didn't seem like it was ever going to stop. Well, it finally seems like it has. The grass is growing. You know, like I said, I was just doing a little bit of mowing. And I'll actually need a weed eat here pretty soon as well. Trim up around the fences and the garden beds and all that. And really just getting it pretty for the house to go onto the market. We are, like I said, we are kind of finalizing things up. Tomorrow I'm going to be making a few phone calls. One to the vet to get some paperwork for Sophie and Amos, and another call to a realtor. We have a couple realtors. I've kind of been looking at ratings and success rates and kind of looking at things, and so I had narrowed it down to a couple of realtors here in the area that I'm going to be talking to, and make sure that when it comes to selling a house like this, you know, this isn't just a house in town. It's not like a big fancy house in the suburbs or anything like that. This is a homestead, and I want to make sure that the realtor understands what this is. You know, the greenhouse, the gardens, the animal structures, and all of that. So I actually saw one particular realtor who has a family farm. So I think they might be a good fit. But again, I'll be doing some phone interviews and talking to a few of them, and we'll just see what they have to say. But we are on the final stretch, and this place will be going on the market hopefully within the next 2 weeks. That's our goal. We'll just see if the realtor's up for it. Pulling comps and all that. So as you can see, I got my painting clothes on. This was my Freedom Homestead shirt. Be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. And it's covered in paint now, so I'm gonna have to get myself another one from Tangy and Jack. But I do believe it is time to head into the house and get cleaned up and start working on the plans, the to-do list for tomorrow.